as I always joke, I said it's like drinking out of a fire hose. You know, you obviously get here right away, and you're trying to build relationships with your guys, learn a new offense, and then you also got your family you're trying to get over here. I got a son that's a junior in high school, so you got to get him in school right away so he can get with his team. So it's been great, and it's great the spring breaks here, so it'll slow down a little for me. I can get some of that stuff taken care of, so I can just focus on ball and recruiting after that.
What's been your early impressions on some of the older guys of the group?
Love the older guys. Booker's he's a stud, and he's not only a great player, he's a great human being, great leader. J-Rob, he's Jaden's done a good job with his leadership. We don't have a lot of older guys. Those two guys there. Brock's been around a little bit, and he's battling with Brailsford, but the rest of the guys are all really young.
This offensive line's no joke from Washington. Do you see that emphasis that DeVore has on the offensive line?
Well, I think everywhere I've been, the emphasis on the offensive line, because everybody knows how critical that is. And we know that this is a critical time here because we are so young and, lack a little depth. So development is critical.
Well, how confident are you in the tackle position? You talk about a spot where you don't have a lot of experience. That's one of them.
Well, yeah. Obviously, when you go in and you have really nobody that's been a starter or a tackle on your roster, it's obviously a challenge. But we do have talented kids on this roster that are capable of doing it. So it's just a matter of us really understanding the scheme, the techniques that are being taught, and then it's just going to be a grind from now until we get to that first game.
How do you approach the center position? Someone like James has been around here, but Harper has been an assistant elsewhere.
Yeah, it's great competition. We're rotating guys, and it's nothing's better for your team than competition. When you got another guy behind you that's pushing you and can win that job, that raises the level of play for both those guys. So I think it's critical. Brock's an extremely intelligent kid. It's amazing how he's picked up this offense so quickly. Having a partner here who's been through the offense also helps, but it's good to see those two guys competing.
What is it going to take to be able to win that ball center position?
Well, it all starts with having leadership skills and communication skills and having a high football IQ. You got to understand the scheme. You got to be able to communicate great to the guys next to you. You got to get people in the right positions. And then from there, obviously, it's getting the ball to the quarterback, and then it's getting to the right places and playing at a high level. But that's a cerebral, mental position, and so that's going to be a big part of it.
Will weight be not as important in this offense on the offensive line in terms of can players play a little bit lighter with the way you guys are going to play, or is that?
Hey, and I've been in different offenses throughout my career, ones that went really fast, ones that were pro style. It's still about getting guys as big as they can be where they can still move and play at a high level. And there's times we're going to play with a little bit of tempo. So they do have to be in shape to be able to do that. But that's through the training they're having. So it's not like we have this big weight loss plan going on. But there's some guys that are overweight and need to lose some weight. We're on that. But it's still about get as big as you can where you still can move.
When you talk about juice squad, how much does Tyler Booker bring the juice to that room?
He brings a lot of juice, and it's always whenever you come into a room for the first time, it's a process of it's a two-way street, right? They got to earn my respect, but also I got to earn their respect. They got to know that this guy knows what he's talking about. It can help them get better. That's where it all starts, right? And once they know that, then you can coach them hard and get them where they want to be. But he's definitely the alpha. He's the guy when he talks, people listen. So he's a critical piece of this, no question.
And how long have you used that juice squad kind of slogan for your group?
Man, that probably started early in North Carolina. We used to have Pound the Rocks, and then we went to Juice Squad, and it's always good. Nobody gives the old lineman any love, right? I always joke if there's a 40-yard run and the back goes untouched, they say it's a great run, right? But if he gets tackled in the backfield, the old line isn't very good, right? There's usually other words used for that. So I like to make it fun for the guys. We got a Juice Squad. We'll have hoodies, hats. We even got a big gold chain with a gold Juice Squad, and they win that Lineman of the Week. It's amazing how much they love putting that thing on, right? So we promote our guys, and when you're in the football culture, everybody knows how important they are.
Coach, how important is it to establish chemistry between the O-line and the quarterback, especially throughout the spring?
It's important, across the team, really, right? But obviously, the more your linemen respect that quarterback, I always felt like they just gave a little more and cared about him, and also that quarterback's got to feel confident those guys in front of him are going to be able to protect him and do the things they need to do to be successful in this offense. So all of it's very important.
With Tyler Booker being